Mimi sikusema nilikupiga. Sikusemako kitu kama nini? Chukua tu, mimi siko. Chukua. Siwezi sema. Siwezi sema mimi.
Hata niende niwekee mgeni huko chini.
Ndapiga. Nimesema hapa. Nimesema huyu alinipiga. Nimesema chesa chini nikapigwa. Huyu siku moja huyu enye nilimpiga ikutosha. Enye tu nilimpiga ile ikutosha. Siku moja. Sharo, enda uoleke sasa. Hiyo umbea inataka ndoa. Hii umbea ya Sharo itaki mtu akae kwake. Anyway guys, tumerudi sana na tumerudi na nani? Comrades Flavour, yani jamaa wa ma-interviews, ndio? Yeah. Tudapa maniamka na nimemhurumia. Niko tu kasi. Nikiamua ai. Mimi eti Munesi anipige ai. Ni kama munijui. Unajua mtu akinyamaza watu wanadhani ni mnyonge. Ako wapi? Mimi atende hakuna, si ndio? So guys, ni msimu wa maragwe. Ni msimu wa maragwe. Let's do this. Sasa nilikuwa naambia watu bosi, ni msimu wa maragwe. Na ni msimu wa maragwe mpya.
For real?
Sasa ni msimu wa maragwe.
For real?
Sasa ukienda mahali kuna msee jana kwa kanisa alikuwa amelala.
Okay.
Na ndiye alikuwa ametoka usiago. Akalala kwa kanisa. Singisi venye ilimuiba akarudi.
Singisi ilimuiba.
Usingisi ilimuiba, akalala akakunuha. Sasa ile ya kugutuka kuamuka akapata
kunuha.
Kukunuha ni hii ya kirudi hivi.
Yani kukunuha.
Kupanda makonge hapa ni kwa dapa. Hapa ni kwa Davido. Hapa ni kukunuha.
Okay.
Sasa venye aliamuka
akimaliza kukunuha.
Alisikia ile unastuka alafu unaamuka kwa usingisi.
Okay.
Akapata kanisa yote inacheka. Good. Kumbe ni good listen. Sasa akasindwa. Sasa pia akajoin kicheko. Ajua anacheka nini. Mwenzaka akamwambia, unajua watu anacheka wewe. Akauza nimefanya nini? Maharibu hewa. Alikuwa ametoka nyumbani amekula maragwe mu. Sasa ukienda usiagusi kule maragwe mpya.
Mimi natamani maragwe mpya by the way. By the can someone hook me up with maragwe hii nini fresh beans? What I'm craving for ni kukula chapati madondo, but madondo iko imetengenezwa na hii fresh beans alafu there's a way that someone makes it unaipata kwa kibandaski ni beans alafu iko na supu nyingine hapo poa, so unaona kwa supu
naweza
to explain but I can cook it.
Hiyo kibanda
nitengeneze ni organize. No, nimejaa magindumia. Basi ku trust. Maragwe mpya fresh beans. Unaweza pata? Unajua alipata makanduma. So beans zile kubwa zile za Nyayo beans ama ile ndo wa Irimo si zile punda. Zile za grey.
Maragwe musuri ni ya green.
Hata si yellow beans, hata sitaki yellow beans, nataka ile Wairimo, Roskoko.
Roskoko?
Yes, kuna nile ta Roskoko. Kunayo iko na zile madoadoa hivi.
Roskoko ni maragwe?
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. It took me a minute.
Oh, unataka Roskoko.
No, ni maragwe by the way.
Unataka maragwe ya Roskoko. Hautaki Roskoko.
Sawa, Magi nipange. Nataka ako tu nichemshe vizuri. Mimi mwenyewe ndaikaranga, naonyesha my house manager how to make it very nicely. Hiyo tu ukikula na
ugali.
Si ugali. By the ugali pia inaweza. But ukikula na rice, R&B pia inaweza, chapati bado inaweza. That's what I'm craving for.
Sasa jaribu hiyo.
Nilete guest tafadhali.
Jaribu hiyo maharagwe na ugali ya muogo. Hey!
By the way, nimeikula ugali ya muogo nikula kitambo. Davido, ni organize ugali ya muogo. Sawa. Monday is too far. Why Monday? No, but Monday I will need it actually after the fight.
Utakuwa na nguvu. Sasa kula hii asubuhi moto. Ai. Kwa hii kipindi utakuwa
ndio Roskoko kwa screen.
Mbona Roskoko? Kuna best yangu alikuwa ananiambianga ni msichana. Sasa alikuwa ananiambia, "Musa, Nairobi unafanyanga nini?" Ati nausanga Roskoko. Unausanga Roskoko?
Dapa is fine.
Kumbe ni maharagwe.
It's fine. Mgeni ameingia. Big man welcome.
My twin brother. Unajua tunafanananga? Swanga ndefu tu ndio sina. Acha nikusongezee kiketi.
Thank you. So ni ndefu tu hauna?
Ndefu tu ndio sina lakini
unafanana?
Suangali.
Ama ni my low budget.
Amesema ni low budget Comrades Flavour.
Lakini tu kusema ukweli tunafanana. Hata watu wanasemanga, unajua singekuwa hapa
wanasema
ningeanza kufanya ile content ya looka like. Na ningejiattach tu kwa wewe. You are my looka like.
Inafanana watu wengi
Doppelganger.
Bosu unaonaje?
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger? Ni nini hiyo? Ni nini?
Si doppelganger. Uju doppelganger?
Anyway, soda.
Davido, utaniambia ndo ngapi? Sio unga. Magi utaniambia ndo ngapi the beans? 4,000 Roskoko.
Roskoko imepandaje bei? Hapo umeibwa bosi.
Hapo hata mimi nimeona.
Najua mali Roskoko iko cheap. Hata 200. Hamsini. Safi. Safi fresh.
Kunywa kitu.
Leo umenijala.
Juu umenijenga. Mbona unataka kuninyang'anya?
Roskoko 4,000. Na kuna mali 50 safi.
Hata nyie bure.
Ya bure. Hiyo iko na sida.
Ndio nataka kudiscuss na Comrades Flavour Big Man Stevo. Apparently kuna watu wako kwa relationship then wana discover wako HIV positive. Na wako kwa relationship ni kubaya.
Ni mbaya. Hiyo nakalia tu hapa nisikie kwa sababu ni mbaya. Atasaidia wengi. Okay. Umefikiria.
Correct. Mpatie kinywaji.
Chanimalize.
Dada.
Nimekuwa hapa baya.
Utamu ya juice ni kukunywa kidogo.
Kwa matajiri.
Kidogo. Hapana.
Kwa matajiri.
To everybody. You don't feel it in your palate. Okay, it's fine.
Umenipea juice kwa gilasi ama kwa plate?
Continue. Sorry sir.
Yeah.
Sorry sir.
Kama uniambie tu utamu wa njugu ni kula moja aje. Chota. Mwaga kwa mdomo.
Pea mgeni kinywaji ya watu.
Haya. Ndugu yangu. Jambo.
Jambo.
Salama.
Niko salama.
Naitwa Dapa Man.
Okay.
Na wewe?
Steve.
Big Man Stevo. Umesema jina original. Bosi kadi ziko hapa. Kwa nataka kumuonyesha original name.
Kadi ilienda, kazi ilienda na kadi.
Sasa mimi ni Muluya. Nawe
Muluya kwa umbali. Si mbali sana.
Sawa. Sasa mimi kasi yangu hapa ni kukwasima na kinywaji. Hapa nyuma kuna yenye unatumia? Good
for now.
For now.
Niko long holiday.
Lakini baada ya kasi tunakunywa uji. Sasa tuko na maji fufutende, chai fupi, chai ndefu, sarubati ya nanasi, sarubati ya machungwa na sarubati ya ndizi.
Kuna warm sparkling, room temperature.
Sparkling hatuna. But now tell me I need to get sparkling.
Normal to room temperature.
Normal.
Ambia Katrina.
Normal room
temperature.
Sawa. Yeah.
Less than 10 minutes itakuwa hapa.
Sasa.
Ambia Katrina waeke kwa nini we need sparkling. Yeah, we need sparkling.
Naweza kuongeza hapa.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, sawa.
Davido.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am. Check it, guys.
This is Obinna Show Live. Coming to you live from Obinna TV studios.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Obinna Show Live. If you're just tuning in, you've missed Tasha Morgan. What? That one is Rolling Stone. She gathers no most. She is living in her own space, in her own universe, in her own world. You need to catch up with that conversation because there's a couple of things to learn from it. However, you're right on time for this next one. And also today, we were honored to be having a couple of boxers who are going to be there on Saturday. That's on the 4th of April. Happening big vurugu going down at the Kasarani Indoor Arena. You should make a point of coming through. The tickets are selling out. Usiseme last minute, mimi sikupata nini. Utakuwa umejipanga vibaya. All right, so on this platform, coming live to, of course, from Obinna TV studios, we bring you the who. We get to discuss with them the what and the why. And once again, he's a family friend. He's been here a couple of times, and we keep calling him back. And we are not about to stop. Big man, Stevo is in the building. Karibu tena, my brother.
Pleasure, my brother.
Welcome back, Maze.
Asante sana.
You were here last time.
Last year, yep.
That's last year. Mina feeling kama ulikuwa hapa like a month ago.
Actually, nimeangalia since 2023 I've been here every year once, yeah. So nimekuwa commuter sasa.
Very nice. Welcome back. How have you been?
I've been doing great. Ni kazi hapa na pale. Yeah, nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Kido?
Kido?
Mtois?
Watoi.
Watoi wako aje?
They are doing well. Kila kitu iko sawa.
Kila kitu iko sawa.
They are healthy and kicking. Bouncing happily.
Wamamas?
Doing great. Fantastic. Epic. They can't complain.
Hauja change mind?
No.
The last time Big Man Stevo was here, he said yeye ni mtu wa mamas, yataki young girls. And I thought maybe I may change mind, kumbe wapi?
Si wako na watoto wangu now, they are our mamas. That's the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I've seen this thing you're doing for the expose, where you're featuring raw stories on people discovering that they're HIV positive while in marriage. That is why I specifically decided to invite you, so at least wale wako kwa marriages hapa wafungue masikio na walan, then they come to your channel and see more and say, okay, now let's be more careful. Take me through it. What is it about? How did it start? What's happening?
First of all, I don't think there is anything strange that I'm airing that doesn't exist or has never been aired before. Okay. These things are in the public domain. If you counter-check with the NSDCC, these are things that reports that are there. That is the National Syndemic Disease Control Council. And even the latest report that they aired, was it late last year or early this year, probably? When we check Nairobi leading with HIV/AIDS. These are not stories. I was even going through the previous interview when you were talking with Tasha. You can see the current generation is totally out of, how do I say it? Things are bad in reality.
Things are thick.
And now the worst thing that is even worse, that the married are the ones who assume most, and they are the most affected. Because when I'm doing my ground check, one, when you check the married people, just ask them question randomly, when last did you check your HIV status? Most will tell you, mimi mama akienda kuzaa apimwe, mi pia najua iko sawa. Not knowing that people cheat. And it has been happening, it's happening. And right now, it is even more sophisticated. So I don't believe that it's me doing any expose, anything strange that I'm doing. These things do happen. They happen. Okay. And reports are there. There's increment. Right now, we are talking about over 19,000 people infected with HIV only in Nairobi County. And those are those willing to go and test. How many people who have not tested? And how many sexual activities that people perform in this city, even right now as we are speaking. It's too much.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Na iko, the only problem with Kenyans, they believe something once imemshika, they are mean. And you must understand that HIV AIDS iko very high between age 15 and 35. Na hapo ndio jenzi wako.
So mimi pia niko hapo?
Niko hapo.
Damn.
Na unajua siku hizi watu wanapima na macho, the phenotypic.
Yeah.
Mtu anaangalia huyu vile kuna nyash, asioni. Huyu vile ni light skin, wet fry.
Maze juzi kuna dem fulani nimeona kwa Instagram. Amepost, she was wearing a blue trouser and I think a white t-shirt imemshika vizuri, ako na shape fiti. Alafu akasema, I think she's South African or something. Akapost akasema, how men see me and then me taking my ARV. So ameweka how men see me akitembea hivi vizuri ni mali mbaya. Alafu ameweka alafu anasema what maintains me is my antiretrovirals. Then afungua, then anachukua, then anameza tablet moja. I was like, yo. Then there's another lady that I used to know a long time ago. She used to be very curvaceous. And she was HIV positive. And now she was very vocal about it. And it made me stop kupima watu HIV na macho. Because now me, I've seen people tell me, hey, you know, by the way, I'm like, yo. But now that is where we are as a country. Watu wanapimana na macho.
Yeah.
Mtu anaona, huyu Obinna na come healthy. Huyu akai kukua na nini. Nayo.
Now they must understand pia ARVs, unajua they are boost nini sana. They are rich in proteins pia. Most people consume them though. They could be the most curvaceous one wako na mwili.
Oh, kana furisha kanini?
It could be both to men and women. Even to men. Unaona mtu amejenga unasema hapana huyu ako sawa. And then fun enough, many people judge the skinny guys. Ukiona ama the skinny ladies, ukiona dem amekonda unasema hapana unaogopa. But it's something real, inaendelea.
Yeah.
Usherati saizi imeongezeka, things are worse. Yeah.
How did you start this show? What led to it? Because you are among the people that have really reinvented their content. You are leading. Kidogo unafanya sijui nini, kidogo umechange sijui kuna ma twins, triplets, kidogo sijui nini.
I've never changed my content, Obinna. Actually, I'm celebrating my 5th anniversary come July 20 something. 5 years surviving doing sensitization. I've never diverted.
Umeiweka into sensitization.
Yeah, part of it's loyalty test. That is the basic form of it. But I believe loyalty test is more fun, kucheka, kufanya nini. But sensitization is creating awareness. Like saizi, HIV, diseases, na hizi vitu zote.
Okay.
And that is the same thing. All these things are found in messages. And then they create a conversation. And I think I've covered almost everything ever since. Even before the Russian guys started trending, I've ever found such messages, kitambo, in these people I meet. Yeah. And right now I'm doing inter-country. Actually, I honored your invitation when I was in Kisumu. Because I'm doing it. So I had to come back immediately. And tomorrow, niko Kisumu, niko Mamboleo hapo.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm doing town to town. I said this year I want to do every county. I'll try to cover at least more than 10.
Okay.
So I'm trying to study, I'm trying to observe. Because challenges za Nairobi ni different as a Kisumu. I started with Mombasa, Nairobi, then Nakuru I've covered. I'm doing Kisumu this week, then narudi tena Nairobi na strategize. Every month at least we have to hit So I'm trying to check everything. Isikuwe tu ni Nairobi peke yake ndio watu wana accuse that people cheat. Even in Kisumu it's normal. Mombasa same thing, Nakuru, but we are trying to check the diversity. Unajua cheating ya Nairobi ni totally different nikicompare na ya Kisumu. Factors affecting Kisumu ni totally different na huko. Huko Kisumu ni watu wa county wanasumbua. Yeah, but it's in Nairobi.
Oh, wow, okay.
Nairobi you have the sharp boys na.
By the Nairobi hata watu wa county hata akina Mosiri wanatunyang'anya madema aje sasa.
Plus they are not shouting like they don't stand out hapa Nairobi.
So
But Kisumu ni county, gari kubwa county.
For real?
Hai county wamekandamiza hapo, county ni mbaya.
Nasikia nilinyang'anya una MCA.
Ni mwecheche hapo.
So Nairobi hakuna.
Nairobi unajua most of ni watu ni wengi. Watu wa shughuli za here and there. Unajua Nairobi
hapa
watu ni wengi hapa kule. Yeah, so we are trying to do the comparison.
Okay.
When you go to Mombasa pia wazungu wamedominate. Okay. And that's culture, lifestyle na vitu mingi. But we are also trying to create awareness. Okay. As much as we are doing these videos pia to educate watu. Don't wait until you have it. And if you've had it, don't be so beat and spread it knowingly. Because watu wengine wako on mission. Yeah. And probably you will meet them. Most of them utawapata maybe club, nini. Wamejistage vizuri strategically. So sometimes I wonder when people watch these things and judge us, we just try to educate them. Don't be bitter with us. It happens, and don't wait until ugongewe ndio sasa uanze kurelate with our videos. Yeah.
Kwanza wewe wanasema wewe umevunja mandoa mingi sana. Wewe ni culprit, upendi kwa street. Watu
wananipenda by they
huko.
love me because I don't know. Mimi utembea kwa street. I don't have security. I interact with people even when I do live. Sijaipigwa na mtu ati nimevunja ndoa nini. In most cases what people don't know, it's only few are wise who appreciate. Because I will save you from the jaws of the lion, which si kila kitu kivunjika ati umeumia.
You have a code for deleted messages recovery?
Hiyo ni unga yangu, yeah. Na you asked me this question last time, nikakudea uache nikujaribie yako tu tuangalie.
Kuna dema anasema hapa ati can he sell his code for deleted messages recovery?
No, first of all, to make things clear, don't sell anything. And no one should post themselves as me and sell to people anything code or need. Most of my videos are for educational purposes. I don't want to con people, start exchanging. Secondly, I have to handle things professionally. Most people anatamani kujua ukweli. I don't know what they will do with that ukweli when I'm not present. Uende unyonge bibi yako kama melala. Saizi unaona kuna mambo za kumwagana acid. Yeah. Okay. So until I meet you, plus I don't stage ati mnanichill na bibi yako pahali unaniita ati you want me to corner your wife. Nitakugeuka nikukona instead.
How do you pick your victims?
You don't pick victim, you just walk in the streets. Then find a couple. And then you have to place yourself strategically. For instance, nikienda Kisumu, I first carry reconnaissance day one. Anywhere, be it Mombasa, Kisumu. When I'm doing reconnaissance, lazima nitembee hiyo town. On foot naangalia. Have to observe, kuna places naenda specific. Naendanga gym one. Naenda to the nearest club two. Naangalia patterns, lifestyle ya watu. Naangalia points wanapenda. Then now, the following day, sasa unajistage. You wait for them who love each other. Then you present your bait.
And they just allow you
they
to
wait for the hook. Not everyone allows you. And other people also want. Acha nikwambie, si kila mtu wenye wanapendana wanataka stay forever. Kuna mtu anatamani tu excuse ya kujitoa. Tough. Economy pia ni shida.
Factors affecting society.
Yeah.
Attack from neighboring communities.
Unhealthy competition. Lack of resources.
Pests and diseases. Mbio hii sasa.
Yeah.
Which one was the first expose that you did, ama something that now the HIV story came in?
HIV I've done ever since.
No, the first one.
Could be even 2022. From campus stories too. Yeah.
Ulipataje, like how did you know?
No, it's a message. Sisa zingine, there's a certain lady, by the way, who got infected na lecturer. Yeah, for grades. You know, this they have to do what they have to do to graduate at times.
Yeah.
And then apparently akujua. So vile walienda nyumbani ushago, there is how the public hospitals kuna kwanga to sijui ni mandatory testing ama something like that.
Kitambo ndio.
So vile alitest hiyo kitambo tu, then ndio akapata, so ndio akarukwa pia na lecturer hii side. So it happens. Hizo ni za kitambo, but it's not only HIV, we cover very sensitive stories huko.
Like?
Hata bibi yake anaweza kuwa anapanga kukuua.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it happens. For wealth. Yeah, it's
Ushapata
very
hii
scary.
kama hiyo?
Yeah.
Dem alikuwa anapanga kuua bwanake.
Yeah, wealth imbakie.
So ulidu?
Unajua, it's upon you to now take the... I cannot sue your wife. You wanted to know the truth, here it is. It's now upon you to take the next step, because personally I'm only in charge of reading messages. Beyond hapo, hata nikipata amepita na nani, mi siwezi arrest. That is not my part. Yeah.
Mambo ni mingi.
Masando machache.
Masani small. Okay. Young people. We know that where there's young people, kwanza the infection rate of HIV sana sana kwa watu wadogo iko very high.
Yeah.
Do we attribute this to risky behaviors, ama carelessness, ama lack of information?
Could be all of them, but lack of information could be the least, because most of them are out of assumption.
Okay.
But let's equate it to lifestyle mostly.
Lifestyle.
There's a pattern in how lifestyle changed. Unaona, past corona, things changed.
Okay.
If you study very well, if you observe especially generational patterns, after corona, so many things changed. Drinking culture increased. Pombe pia zimeongezeka fake. And watu wanaishi freestyle. People no longer care. People no longer have values anymore.
Yeah.
Siku hizi, they don't give a F about it. And no one listens to anyone at all. So unapata, people don't, they just live how they want. Especially this stage of past campus and in campus. Yeah, that is where high risk inakuanga sana.
Okay. What are some of the risky behaviors that they can adjust to at least to save 1 to 3 people? Because when I watch, sahii tuko na 2,200 na ni saa 6 usiku.
Huwezi advice waache pombe.
Okay.
One of the things, unajua, drugs pia contributes a lot, because it is very normal. What is a drug? Drug is any substance that alters the normal functioning of your body.
Yeah.
So probably, unajua, when you are high, you automatically become horny, most of the people. And that's when you're likely to make bad choices.
Okay.
And then you postpone thinking. So drugs is high chances, drugs especially. And it is highly abused, because comparing the millennials and Gen Zs, I'll say Gen Zs abuse drugs heavily than millennials, if we compare the two generations. Kitambo, I remember during our time, since kitambo, hata pombe liquor stores hazikuwa that available. Hata ukienda, unajua, mtoto alikuwa wa kijiji. But siku hizi, even high schoolers, unaweza panda gari na high schoolers, mtu ako form 2 na ako na mzinga. And it's very normal.
Wakuna confidence nayo mbaya.
Na liquor store pia, they are not permitted per se, but mtu anauza pombe anataka pesa. They don't care whether you have ID or not.
Yeah, by the kitambo hata kubai sigara ilikuwa kazi. Kama ni mtoi lazima nimetumwa na babangu, alafu alikuwa amejua babako ama anko yako ama nani. Pombe hata mtoto angeza bai. Siku hizi wewe leta
ni common. Sio, ni lifestyle yenye zingine ni inevitable. Alafu social media unaona imechangia sana, because everyone can access phones, no rules. Mtu aingie form 1, he sees what other people do. Imesonga tu.
You know, I went for some dinner with a family friend with my son, and the son is the age mate of my son. My son is 14. his son was drinking alcohol. My son was shocked. He came to tell me, Dad, unajua nanienda kunywa pombe. Nikamwambia we jaribu. Man, I was just like, and then now the dad, now we discussed it as well on the table, and the dad was of the opinion of, no, if I don't give him, I don't want other people to teach him. So I want him to have it from me, so he knows what is good. Do you think that applies?
No, that doesn't
Onyesha
apply
mtoto bangi,
because-
ndio asionje kwa mtu mwingine. Onyesha mtoto pombe, asionje kwa mtu mwingine.
Practically, that doesn't make any sense. It makes 0% sense because one, there's a reason why someone, an adult, for instance, has to be 18 plus. Mtoto hajafika 18.
Yeah.
For him to make that is practically saying that mtoto wako acha anze ku participate in sexual activities at 10 ndio asikatiwe na watu wengine. And we don't know the dangers that come with it. At 14 years, that's a very young person. One, akiingia addiction, is this guy very sure?
Yeah.
Ataweza kucontrol. Because
Because
ataanza hivyo ingia addiction, probably anaenda shule. He will start sneaking them into juices ama iweke pahali, and that will be the beginning
There's
of
that risk as
ruining
well.
his lifestyle. Yeah.
So it's a bit complicated. But well, kila mtu alewake. Has seeing so many HIV-related stories influenced how you view marriage and relationships? And even just the loyalty test. You've done how many so far?
Over 2,100, I think. Could be close to 2,500.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, all of those that you've done, have they changed how you view Nini now?
No, to me, how I view marriage is also a rite of passage that everyone has to go through, whether successful or not successful. And it is something you should not be scared of as a man, because when I say a man scared of marriage, I just call him a boy. Yeah. There are some things as men you have to face, and those are part of the problems that you have to face, and you cannot run away from your problems. Your problem is like your buttocks. However fast you are, when you stop, it is just with you. You cannot just hide where men are and start saying, I'm scared of marriage because of breakup. Those are some of the pettiest excuses you can have. But breakups are there, divorces are there. They can be messy because you don't plan. However much you trust someone, but you have to do your part. Do it. At least you do your part. It doesn't matter. Because remember, you are not marrying your relative. You are not marrying even your own brother mnakosana. What makes you think that huwezi kosana na bibi? So marriage, I still view it the way it is. I still face it vile iko. Kikiumana tunapambana nayo, tunasonga, tunakunywa maji. Ikienda messy, well and good, tunasonga. Yeah.
So you're gonna get married?
Yeah, I am. Niko ndani. Unajua hatujaongea for long. So things change. Type changes. Things change. Ujaona nimekuwa busy sana, nimeanza kunaona.
Traitor! God damn!
No. It's only a fool who never changes their mind. Unajua. And then things are situational points.
Brother fell in love!
When you met me last year, I was someone different. When you meet me this year, I'm different. I could meet you next year and unaweza kuwa pastor. I won't judge you.
Okay. I'm not judging you, I'm just saying straight.
It's time. That's
God
it.
damn.
No.
Brother fell in
Usidanganywe
love!
Usidanganywe msioe.
So marriage is no longer a scam.
It could be. But see at usioe. I get my point.
Is there true love nowadays?
Yeah, it could exist to some few. Unajua, true love is more like individual and personal. Just like the other lady told you, currently, because of lifestyle pia, love has become very transactional sana. It is what you bring on the table or what she brings on the table. But mostly for men, they are the biggest sufferers in love.
Okay.
Because it has become a very booming business for women. Because divorce is a very... How many people... Who calls for divorce between men and women most of the time? The women. So it's a booming business for women because they will win at the end of the day. System favors them. And most of these things that we do in love favors them. And it was brought and introduced by this, could it be the second or the first phase of feminists? They know how to twist things and make you feel like you're not a gentleman just to win their way through. Yeah. And at the same time, they don't know what they love. Because good people don't survive in love. Bad boys go far. I don't know why.
Kevo, umesikia?
Ni ukweli. Because in many cases, I see same stories too. Nafanya hivi, nalipia school fees, na kununulia gari, nafanya hivi, bado umenicheat. Umenicheat na nani? Someone mwenye hawezi fanya hivyo. Pia ukimwacha na huyu mtu pia hataki. No, women are complicated. And that's why as a man you also need to provide direction because they don't know where they are going to. Okay, depend on their advice, you'll be lost.
Davido, do we have a way that the people who are watching us can call us? Eh? Tufanye aje?
Taka tuende patanisho. Hey. Love is there. Don't give up. Continue loving. If it was meant for you, it will. But lower your expectation. You are not the best. Hold up. Hiyo ndio inasumbua wanaume wengi.
People think they're the best.
They're the best.
Play your role.
Because your
Put your
mother
head
probably
down.
cheated you and she was bringing you up. My king. You're not a king. You're only king in your own house.
Same thing also applies to the women. You're not a princess.
Yeah, that's the truth.
The world is not built like that.
The world is not built
Your
like
dad
that.
called you a princess. No, not here.
And there's that pride, unajua pia, that comes with beautiful women. Ati mi hata ukiniacha siwezi kosa mtu.
Woo.
Not knowing hata mtu anamtaka maybe kupita tu naye akienda.
Inakuanga hivyo by the
So once expectations are lowered, you can go on well too. Marriage si ya mafala sana. It works. But you have to tolerate a lot. Hey, that one is for sure.
Toleration is what makes marriage work. Kevon afanya.
And you have to accept that.
Is in one.
Unaweza gongewa, unaweza gongeana.
You will not leave your person ukigongewa.
I think vile tunasonga, we'll have to stomach some things. No, the generation is bad.
Who's inside there? That's not the big man.
No, unajua.
Big man Stevo.
No. You know, as you grow, ndo maana wanasemanga wisdom comes with age, but intelligence, you can be young and intelligent, but you can't be young and wise at the same time. Unaona inafikanga time Obinna in life. If you have a sit down with your dad and your mom, if God willing they are still alive, your dad may tell you some things that hawezi taka kujua.
That is true.
Even kitambo itself, si ati cheating imeanza today.
Haijaanza sahi.
Even during the BC times, people used to cheat. But inafikanga place, unachoka. Do you think you'll jump from one woman to another? Women were made from the same material. It's upon you to lower your ego. And right now they have mastered the game that we started. You appear the most embarrassing part of it. We started it, but they are going to finish it completely.
Who is this guy? Like today he's saying things like completely opposite.
Wise man, you have to be sporadic saa zingine.
Ndoa-
Huwezi kuja tu once tu kue
Ndoa
constant.
ina change watu.
Unaona ni ndoa imeni-change?
When you are in love. You are in love. What are those things that she does that you love?
Ni mtu wa watu wengi, you never know.
What are some of the problems that are facing relationships currently with the current technology exposure, nini, the way the society is at the moment? Some things that should not, that were not affecting relationships hapo nyuma, like maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Technology is one. Acha tuende hapo.
Okay.
And this one goes with a lot of peer pressure. Where your wife wants to compare you to me. Because tunaona kwa social media. And unajua saizi pressure is real. Pressure is real in social media. Utaenda hapo Bahati amenunulia Diana na mimi
Brabas.
this other side nimeweka dem na ndudhi. Unaona hiyo ni pressure real. So it reaches a time, and then most of this, even to single mothers, unaona they influence this in marriage sana kutoka. Hiyo influence sana.
Mabeshte
wanakuchocha, then ukishaachwa pia wako part of the team. Like.
Watu wanapiga kwa hii.
Patanisho.
Davido.
Watu wanapiga kwa hii.
Amesema nilete. Office.
Hatukusema tuwapatie kwanza namba ya kupiga. Niliuliza tu. Haijapeanwa, bado hatuja breathe.
Sawa.
Yeah, breathe.
So pressure is one of these serious things.
Okay.
Pia economy contributes a lot.
Yeah.
The current boy child, it's tough. Even getting the woman you want to marry na kwa ngumu because hata wao wanaangalia the best in the rather. Hakuna job, umesoma. You cannot have yourself the most beautiful lady that you may want. You are forced to have the one that is available.
Now that's what I want to tell you. It's said that most of people out there, that man you're with or that woman you're with was not your first choice.
Probably.
Yeah, it's the available choice. You're like, na can understand. Na kana ni spoil kidogo, tuna manage. It's not the one. Like if the person you are with, you were given a chance to change, they would change like this. Most of you guys will not be together anymore.
And then time pia unajua nowadays we don't do background check. So it's easy to fall in love easily. You meet someone hapa. Hatujui kama ni sister yako. Maybe ni babaka alicheza vibaya. Unajua kitambo, like in the locality, if you remember very well, there used to be this guy called Jawangyo. Used to a certain spy, when you were going to marry kitambo kwa boma, they would send someone. It could even take 30 days. Anaangalia bomi na kaje. Wazazi wanakaje ni wachawi ama si wachawi. Wewe msichana, what does she do most of her time? Is she hardworking? Your boma, everything.
There used to be such a people.
Yeah, that's how people used to marry before. It used to be organized. That's why it was very successful. That's why even Indian marriages are very successful. But siku hizi, we meet. You meet me in social media, niongee kizungu kidogo, you are in love.
Dorime.
So people may have different personalities. And like kitambo, people used to do due background check. So saizi by the time mnajuana mko 2-0. There's nothing you can do about it.
Is cheating a sign of disrespect?
It's a tricky question, but it should be, it is. Because I always prefer, you either walk away if you respect yourself. Instead of cheating back. I want to assume the worst, which is cheating. One person cheated, then you end up cheating to revenge. That is disrespect, both to yourself and to your partner and to your dignity. Yeah.
People still do that. At you cheat, so I'm going to cheat to get back at you.
Women do it best.
Oh.
Unknowingly, hautajua but utajua. Men, it's very rare for a man to cheat back. Because of his ego, he will cut off the lady. But women forgive cheating men occasionally. But actually, it's not called forgiving or forgetting. They don't know how to forget. They can even revenge 10 years later. Wasema Obinna 2015. Ulipita na yule mfanyikazi.
Me, that one I've seen happen many
times.
Nilisahau.
Now she will use that as an added point to win that argument. Unaona? Shida ni atachiti ile time mko very stable sasa. When now you think everything is perfect, when everything zinanyoka vizuri.
Anakumbuka.
Ndiye anaiserve vizuri.
I think the only thing that hurts men when a woman cheats is just ego being bruised. It's never even really anything that much. And then now what hurts you even more is now the flashbacks. It's a mental game. Yeah. You think of how she does to you, you're like, we alifanya kevo hivyo. Now that is now what eats you. It's not even the act.
Actually, it's the ego. But what makes a man the ego? Every man believes he's the best in his game.
Yeah.
And every lady will lie to you, you are the best in your game. I don't believe kuna mwanamke atakwambia lakini nani amekushinda.
Kuna wengine wanasemanga.
Huyo ni wakupita nayo. Yule mwenye asha choose kukupenda, they always lie. Takwambia Obinna, you are the best. Hata anaweza sacrifice ex wake akudanganya.
But excuse you, I'm the best.
Na wewe pia utajichocha you are the best.
Korir, are you the best? Kevo? Top. Nick? Baddest. Onesimus? Fire. Badder than badders. Unaona venye parents wetu wote walikuwa number 1. Ndio venye pia wanaume wanakuanga. There's nobody better than.
Sasa hiyo ndo maana ukigongewa inauma. And ladies don't understand that point. Hapo unajua you completely finish that guy.
Konga risky remedy.
Remedy tu? Kuacha kugongewa ama?
Yeah, so tuanzie hapo kwanza. What will make you a woman asikugonge, usigongewe demi yako?
Nothing.
Siku mkwayo kama dhiang.
Hapana. Ukimfunga the worst.
Natoka hivi kwa duka.
Remedy in marriage, just lower your expectation. Just know that the person you are marrying is not your relative. You are all humans. You sin. The same way you sin, she can sin. Then live a happy life.
Work with what is working.
Yeah.
Say she understands
Live
me.
a day at a time.
She's caring. She's what? Let's focus on this. She's a good mother. Focus on that.
And if she's noisy, kama akona mdomo mingi, just avoid kukorol na yeye. We pia find a distraction. Unaweza piga story na watoto, unaweza fanya vitu zingine.
There is this theory that I don't subscribe to. It says happy wife, happy life. Doesn't apply here. Why can't I also be happy? Me, that one for happy wife, happy life. Let's both be happy.
It is used by saints.
Yeah. Now everything a man is doing to please the woman. Nataka kwenda out na wewe. Nasema, unajua? And then there's this thing that men do that also really piss me off. They call their wives their bosses. Wacha nilize mdozi wewe. Tunataka twende out. Wacha nilize. We're having a business discussion. Then now I have to go and tell my wife
Mama.
about the business I want to do with you. My wife is not even in the business I do. You see, unless we are running the business with her, then now if she's a co-director. But now she's just my wife and she's doing her own things. Ama tunataka kwenda out, naomba permission hapa. Sijui nini.
That's a colonized man, because one, women are very strategic in marriages. And that's what we men don't know. Especially when we are in love. It's very easy to trick a man because men are very weak in love. Women are very strategic. First, he will cut you off from your friends. Akwambia apendi.
Isolate you.
Anakuwa isolate, anakuambia sipendi ukitembea na Muneza. Muneza hajaoa, umeoa. Mnatembea, mnashare nini? And you can't tell me that if you're married, you should only have married friends. That those are the wisest people that you can discuss with. There are people who are not married, there are people who are divorced, who have better knowledge.
And the people who are married who are terrible.
And who are very terrible. So, atakuwa isolate, then he ensure sasa umekosa marafiki. Unajua sasa wale watu utakuwa unawaambia Munez bana, unajua sasa hii ni mama. Isipo report sasa hii,
time mama
atajam.
Mama man.
And then she starts managing your finances kidogo kidogo. Tasema you are careless with the money. Hata angalie, so you should be planning with this. There are men who do that. 100% of their salary anapatia mama na budget. Then kidogo kidogo maisha inasonga kidogo kidogo unagongewa. Then at the excuse that the problem with you Obinna, you are not man enough. Mimi napenda men who are dominating, who are refugee, who are in charge.
Wewe uko hapa hivi, ona venye unazuba hapa.
Yeah, that's why.
Ukitaka kwenda out unaniomba ruhusa. Naomba ruhusa. Usiwe kama wanaume wengine.
That's why you should be a little bit a dictator in marriage for it to work.
To be a little bit a dictator.
A dictator kidogo tu. No, you have to dictate. Because remember the person you are, do you know the person you are giving this car?
I wouldn't term it like that.
Kidogo.
I would say be in control. I would not say, don't say be a dictator. That's a very strong word.
Control is strong.
Because, be a little bit be in control. I didn't say control her. Be in control. You know why? Because if you're not in control, someone else is in control. Yeah. It's like they always say, if you don't make a decision, someone makes a decision for you. Be in control. If you're in control of situations that affect you, someone else will not be. But ukisema be a dictator, hiyo kidogo. Ama wewe una example?
Little bit dictator. When I check marriages za kitambo were very successful sana. That time mzazi akiingia kwa nyumba hivi mshazima TV mnasoma. You don't question.
Hiyo sasa ilikuwa koloni. Hata sasa mimi naingia kwa nyumba sasa watoto wangu wanazima TV no.
Sijasema hiyo in particular, I was giving an example.
Okay.
But unaona kidogo tu. Nimesema kidogo because I tend to believe kuna sometimes when you let them run things, vitu zinaendi hivi. Then wanakublame. Ni kama ukimwachia drive gari afike huko asha create accident, ametusi mtu ako on the wrong. Asha tusi huyu mtu asha nini?
Do you know who my husband is?
Saa zingine you are no one, anakuweka kwa shida.
Saa zingine most times that not you are no one. Anasema do you know who my husband is?
There are some silly men where pia unajua tu your wife amemess. Unaenda kuleta bland unapigwa na bibi yako unajua. Because ashaenda huko ashachachisha, do you know who I am, sijui nini. So saa zingine tu you have to tune them kidogo tu because for it, and they love it that way by the way. They'll only pretend that they don't love it that way.
Interesting.
If you are too much to them, if you are too flowery to them, pia watakupenda sana.
Don't be too much of a dictator, don't be too much of a simp.
Hey,
find a balance.
First, same.
Everything is good with moderation.
Yeah. No, you can't be too much of a dictator as well because pia you need opinion from them. You can't be everything. Yeah. Saa zingine pieces of advice. Kuna consultation which is a must. You have to ask, hapa unaona tufanye aje because these are family. These are father, a mother, these are kids. Everyone lazima achangie kidogo. Hajakuwa statue kwa familia. Yeah.
True.
And you also have to recognize that she's also intelligent to some extent. Because every input matters.
She's your helper.
Yeah, your other half.
Yeah, she needs to. Okay. Do people cheat because they are unhappy or just selfish?
Cheating could also be, kuna pia people are just used to cheating.
Yeah, me, I would not categorize. You know,
cheat.
you've narrowed it down so much that it's selfish or unhappy. No. Sometimes cheating has nothing to do with unhappy or selfish. But other people say it's being selfish. But the people just want to explore.
Hobby. They want to explore. They love trying new things.
Yeah.
Or for challenge. Men love challenge.
There are people who are just a shower. Mambo ni mingi. There are people who labda penye yako huku pia hajapatiwa ya kutosha. Mambo ni most.
Kuna mwanaume tu anaona dem rembo na juu amefeel amenyima kila mtu yende anataka kutry. Aone hiyo
Men are conquerors.
Yeah.
He wants to conquer. Mambo ni mingi. You can't just narrow it down to, you're selfish. No, it depends. Selfish to who? Because I mean, I'm not selfish to myself. But if you expect me to be selfish for you, it also depends. Also with what and who the man is and what they believe in. You know, there are men who don't believe in monogamy. Like so you are there exactly, even myself. And there are people who are like, for them, you saw when Mr. Seed made a comment about polygamy. Wife yake akamwokota online, it was a very bad scene. So you see such a situation, Mr. Seed didn't believe in monogamy, but he was married to Nemo. And he made a comment, mambo ikachemuka online, nini, Mr. Seed had to apologize. But now, you know, when he apologizes, he's covering who he's pretending. And that's what most people assume. So dem atakupata, atakuforce. Me, I've even seen, and I've said this thing before, I've seen Muslim ladies who are telling their men, don't dare marry someone else. But religion-wise, in Islam, it allows you to marry, provided you treat them the same. Yako zile hapana, me don't marry someone else I don't want, and then mwanaume pia kozile, yes. Wacha tu pia mimi tunibaki hapa because, and that's not who they are. So they are not at peace. Then one day they boom. They're like, oh my God, how could you know? It's who they've always been.
But polygamy is quite tricky at times because it should not just be run verbally. There are men who, kuna watu tu wako excited. That's why they are saying they are polygamous. And they are misusing that term polygamy. Polygamy is not all about, because you are capable of marrying many wives as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because remember, one wife could be a problem. Now think about two. If you cannot handle one, two could be even hard. and 3. And then there are phases of polygamy. Early polygamy could be straining, but it's also good at the same time. Late polygamy is dangerous.
What do you mean early, late? What
No, phases, you see, there's someone who starts practicing polygamy at a very young age. It's training, yeah,
okay,
but
okay.
at least you are setting things straight right from the beginning, that I'm polygamous and that's it. So let these people know if they want to fight, let them fight. The earlier the better. You know this thing, your first 5 years in marriage, you've already sought all the beef. Late polygamy comes when you struggle with your wife, say for 40 years. Then all of a sudden now you've realized you're a billionaire and you are handsome all of a sudden. And you can now attract Gen Zs. And you are trying to bring a different lady when probably kids are old enough. Things are tough because your wife cannot accept that.
Yeah.
One, she build you. Tena umeleta mwingine, huyu anaenda kupata cha rahisi. Anakuja kupata billionaire and your wife found a struggling man. So most of this late polygamy pia inaletanga shida sana. Most of them are never successful. Hapo ndio unapata hata mtoto wa huyu ameenda kaua bibi ya baba yake wa pili. Ama unapata they are sharing same. I've seen such messes pia in one of our dini. You find that babaka amemari sahi, ameleta a fine thing. Wewe pia umekatia fine thing sasa. So that's late polygamy.
Mamako.
Because it's very hard to send me babako, who should I use? Let me use your manager as an example. Amemari sahi. We ni mkubwa wake, not job wise, age wise. It's very hard for you to call that lady your mom, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even that respect inakuwa ngumu.
Nakuwa hard.
Mtakuwa mnazoeana tu. Na
then
wewe
your dad
mwenyewe
is
hata
tired.
utajua tu ni pesa
Your
imemleta.
dad is tired and is busy.
Yeah.
Then you got time on your hands.
So unajua hizo zinaletanga embarrassing scenes.
Yeah. Simukwe tu kama watu wa Nyayo Gate B, Nyayo Estate, hapo ndani unasikia mtu ameoa kwa hii court, ako na family na ile court ingine, ako na whole family na ile court ingine. Hadi Friday anatoka hivi anatembea tu hivi, ametoka na Kinyaza anaenda kwa duka anaenda kwa ile nyumba ingine. Anachinduka anaenda, my friend.
Na hapo kwa polygamy is not easy by the way.
Yeah.
The same unasema Mr. Sid alicomment.
Yeah.
Is polygamous in just by the fact that he apologized even kwa social media, he went down, tells you that he cannot run polygamy. Si rahisi kurun 2 women is not easy.
If running one is hard, imagine 2. Now imagine 3.
But positively pia unaweza sema you finds a good wife finds a good thing. So you finds
But
two
you know,
good wives finds the best thing.
But you know the word is he who Now finding is the problem. It doesn't say he who just gets, ama you who cares, he who finds. Finding out. Anyway, kuna jamaa hapa anasema mbia Stevo kama sanitize my grandmother, she's 80 and I guess she's cheating on my grandfather.
Amevuta bangi huyu.
Zake zimenini, zake zimeriet. Men are good people, they will go to heaven. Anatuchocha.
By the way, let me make something clear, Obinna. Many people claim sana naonea women in my channel sana.
Yeah.
That is a very, watu wananipiga sana mawe. Si ati naonea women, but I want to tell you currently, as statistically, as I may state it, women are worse. They are very secretive. And if you think I'm lying, you should having a conversation with our watu wa Uber. They know much. They know much. They know sana.
No, there's a show I was doing for taxi problems. Bro, there are some things they used to say that I could not even post. There are some episodes that siku post too. And also I have taxi driver friends. Bro, anambianga vitu wanaona bro, yani anapick dem kwa uchali. Uchali anambia dem, babe, let me know when you get home, nini. Wanaenda na anapeleka huyo dem kwa chali mwingine. Anafika mahali anamwambia pa kwanza, anapiga anambia babe nimefika home nini, wanaongea wana good night, anashuka analipa mwana mwingine analipa kama anamchukua anaingia kwa hao. And that is just the most minor one. Do you know even some of them pay the Uber guys not with cash?
Yeah.
Anabeba anaambia sasa si nikupange tu teketeke alafu.
Women are worse. And it's really
bad.
worse. It's that bad. It's only that men want to pretend that these things don't exist. And being that we are not investigative in nature. Sisi DCI. It's very rare. It's only a petty man who will always want to venture into the wife's phone. Ni very rare you find a man so much concerned nani na DM bibi yake. Na pia simu, the IQ ya women sana wamechambua simu kuliko men. Wanaweza feature vitu zingine unajua.
Yeah.
Like your phone you use specific features too. Apart uko WhatsApp ndio unajua, Instagram, these basic things. Wao washa investigate. Wanajua wao wameka side husband, side
ingine kwa calculator.
So I know how to corner them, so wanawapata ndio maana sasa watu wanaweza dhani
wanafichanga wapi?
Places ni mingi.
Wapi? Wapi?
Msijali, tuendelee tu.
Tio, let's sanitize the host. I don't answer to nobody. So, well, sanitize for who, for what, for why?
With who?
With who? I don't answer to nobody. Sorry, boo-boo. Not over here. Mimi natoka time nataka, naenda penye nataka. Nafanya chenye nataka. Wewe baki kwa ndoa yako. Nimekuwa huku. Ati Obi Speti lazima angalie. Well, I'm not the type of guy who will ati kila siku nachukua simu ya mtu wangu na cheki. Once in a while, like the ones that I've gotten, it just happened accidentally. Like me, I'll never come at you, umelala. No, I'll trust you. But one day I'll be in your phone doing something, then something blinks up with you, then that's why, then I'm like, okay. It's just one. Like another one I just found like that. I saw, I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Then I was like, oh, since this is here, let me search for the keyword. Search for the keyword, nimefika. Asante. I miss you.
Sasa itafuta hadi abortion. Infection.
That's new.
Honi, hiyo sasa ni common.
No, hiyo ni common. Hiyo ni common, but hiyo ya abortion na wewe hebu angalieni abortion na infections hawa. Nyinyi ndio sasa mko na watu
sana.
Si unachukua simu ya mtu wako unaandika tu abortion ama
unajua mimi natafuta hizo banga zenye zinakuuma. Nimefika yumi mtu.
Oh, imefika yumi mtu.
Those are basic things.
I missed my.
Those ones are basic. Ile squat.
Jesus.
Unapata ameandika you are the first man to make me squat. Sasa hizo umekuwa ukijichocha. And I give you ample time usifu bibi yako. That's the part I enjoy most. At what do you love about her? Huyu wangu. Let me tell you, my friend. Tumetoana mbali. Huyu sijui nini kifanyika nini. Sijui watu. Huyu. Sasa hizi nikipatiwa 1 million nampatia yeye. Nini unamsifu then unaika. Pap.
God damn.
Pati infection hapo direct. Pap.
So you know you gave me an infection.
Siwezi kujua vizuri. Twap. Tap. So the best I can do is to laugh at them because it's never personal, it's part of business. And it's what I do. Not with bad intentions, but they do happen.
Akiwa mimi nataka kusanitize dapa na mama mboga.
Asia nagongewa, kwani ni siri?
No, tumejua nagongewa, tunataka tu kujua nagongewa na watu wangapi.
Saa zingine inaweza kuwa mbaya mmoja.
Umemaliza ati squad na sasa wewe wako hujai ufikisha huko unasikia anasema
anakuchochanga you are the best. These creatures hawataona heaven.
Aki unaweza date in the chest. Aki mimi penye nimefika we aki niwacheni tu.
But mpende tu. None of us to be there. Zimekuwa.
Let's be friends. Let's have a good time. Let me spoil you, but
friends for long pia vitu zinadevelop.
Yes.
Not unless you don't have a heart, which I don't believe. Hakuna mtu ana heart. Even the most these masculine guys, wale the strong one, the staunch ones, watu wako na heart.
Kila mtu ako na roho. Ni venye hajaipata the right person. Tunasema mimi sipenda dem.
Hajapata the right person, but wanaficha tu. Wanaificha, unajua waisemi kwa public. Even the strongest men you see in quotes when you educate the boy child. Wao pia ni kunoma kwao. Because that is something that God created. Create. We have no control against it. And it is just normal of you to kuwa hivyo. Unless now you are not categorized as a normally functioning human. Because kuna abnormal people.
We. Moto ya bado kule. Stevo, all the best in your endeavors. What are we looking forward to? What's coming up next? New projects?
What's coming up? I'm going back to Kisumu tomorrow.
Okay.
I have to complete my tour hapo. Kisumu is a very beautiful place. Nimependa the place.
When you are not from Kisumu?
No. Actually, I've never been to Kisumu. Ile ni kupita tu. I don't know why people assume every Luo is from Kisumu.
Me assume you are...
Me, I'm a South Nyanza. No, I'm a Subanese. Suba.
Those are not Luos.
Yeah. But Luos really struggle to have us as their own. Because at least we hold you guys. Without Luos, without us, Nikubai. But I've never been there, so it was my first time spending the longest time up. And we are trying to do something different. It's a beautiful town. I didn't know Kisumu is that beautiful.
It's very beautiful, very clean.
Very
the
clean.
Most
I think
city.
Governors should go and take a look from the professor.
Yeah. And
it is one of these counties which is led by PhDs and above. It's a good place.
Of course, learned fellow. Professor Anyang Nyong.
So I have to complete my nini hapo. Niko hapo nimalize. But most importantly, I encourage people, while you watch this, do not judge people so much. These things do happen. It is only that your time has not reached. And most importantly, Pia, take a test. It's very important. And HIV, just like any other disease, if you have it, Pia, do not feel left out. Son, it shall happen. Take your medication. Yeah, everything can still go back to how it was before. But don't take revenge. So we are trying to create this conversation. We are trying to educate people here, creating that awareness. Kumbuka USAID ili pull out last year, right? Was it 2025 January? 2025 January. USAID no longer ziko hapo. So unajua most of these NGOs, they are limited. So tusikue careless sana. Tusipende wet fry sana. Tumia hiyo kitu ikibidi. Ikibidi lazima ufanye. Try to. Watu ni wagonjwa, people are careless. Nowadays I hear most young people are scared of pregnancy than HIV/AIDS.
Yeah.
Iko. If you have a chance of living healthy, live healthy. Sina mengi ya kusema. Labda ulize mengine ama nifunge show.
Wacha tufungie hapo, bado tuko na one more. We have Tiger. Yeah, he was a super producer, director for a while. He did the songs for Kina Willie Paul and the rest. And something is happening in his life, so we want to sit down and try and figure out what's happening where. We see how we can come on board and help. So that's going to be our last conversation. But thank you so much for coming through. If you're in Kisumu, look for Tieno Martin. He's a good friend of mine. I'll link you up. He'll take care of you. If you need to go places, you need people to guide you kidogo kupeleke tour around Kisumu. He's a good guy, good people.
Just I'll reach out.
But thank you for coming through. Wacha pia tusikuweke sana. Unajua ulikuwa umeniambia tunakuwekanga mpaka late.
Sana.
But leo at least.
Leo tumejaribu.
Tumejaribu.
And I'll also urge them to reach up Comrades Flavour, the only flavor in the city. The rest are spices. Subscribe, road to 1 million subscribers. Is it will hit 500 and we are at 509,000. Atupumziki any soon, 2 contents every day. Atulali. We are planning kupumzika tukikufa, na hata tukikufa we'll take this to another level, hapo heaven or hell. Whichever fate will take us.
Yeah.
See you when you see us. Till next time.
We are outside. See you guys in a short while with the next guest. That's in the next 10 minutes. You have Tiger. See ya. Comment, like and subscribe.
Alafu kwenye ulikuwa umetoka hakuna stima kwa sababu vinyozi.
Professors wanakaanga na madevu.
Tafadhali.
Sawa. Professors wanakaanga na madevu.
Unajua nimekuja kulea kujigrow from the forest to the city. Siwezi rudi kwa msitu.
Pia mimi sitaki mweusi. Uliniambia nipasue. Nirudishie wale wengine watatu walikuwa. Nilipasua juu uliniambia nipasue. Sikuwa nipasue.
I'm standing in this beautiful space known as Kenya Glamour. What we do is we specialize on making you look beautiful, or better yet, beautifully amazing, with quality, grade A, or better yet, A1 material. I'm talking about clothes. Kama ni luku, Kenya Glamour got you sorted. Hizi manguo za hapa buda, hizi luku ya hapa, hii ni luku imepanda ndege. Suit moja ndio hii sasa. We are located on Koinange Street, just opposite Kemu Towers. This building is known as Kenya House Complex. Just on the ground floor, you'll just see Kenya Glamour. Ingia ndani, pitia, sema ni Obinna amekutuma, leta familia, leta mpoa wako, akuje tumvalishe vipi.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am. Check it, guys.
Need water.